Hello, my name is Mohsen Nasrin, and I'm going to be the instructor for Film 256 Underground Film. It's my first time teaching at URegina, so I'm a little unfamiliar with the UR Courses website, but learning something every day, and probably it's getting better. So if there's something that is not working, please let me know. Today, I just want to give an overview of the course and go through the syllabus and the structure of the course. So this is the page probably that you're going to see on UR courses. And so if you scroll down, so there are all important informations here like film students handbook, health and safety tips, and so on. But you can click on the syllabus and open the course outline. So again, it's fall 2020, and the course is called Underground Film. It's Film 256, Section C01. It was supposed to be taking place on Mondays, and I want to keep it partially synchronized. So all the lectures are going to be recorded. So you have, like for each screening, you have a week to watch the movie, listen to the lecture, and read the readings. So the only thing that we are going to do online, like in a synchronized way, is just the short discussions of the movie and all the materials, the topic, and everything that covered for that week. So it's probably I put like Monday from 2:30 to 3:30. It might be even shorter than that, maybe like a 45 minutes Zoom meeting that is mandatory, should be fine every week. The best way to contact me is through my email, mohsennasrin, uregina.ca. And then if you want, you really need a face-to-face conversation, we can arrange something through Zoom or Skype. What is the course objective is to familiarize you with the underground movements in cinema. So we're going to define what is known as the underground. Um, it could be something from, in terms of the conventions, like avant-garde films that kind of reject all mainstream conventions of filmmaking. It could be about the audience. Some cult films may be considered underground, or certain topics that are not mainstream, like we're going to, or at some point they were not mainstream, maybe not anymore, but it's still we are going to um, cover, for example, queer cinema or marginalized cinema, like cinema of minority groups. Practice of filmmaking that belong to minority groups. We're going to cover indigenous cinema in one session, and also the idea of censorship. So movies that are considered underground because of their political messages. Let's review the course requirement. The first thing is the reading, and I'm going to create either a link or a PDF copies of the readings. However, because again, like I ordered some of them through the library, and they didn't get me back. A couple of them might not be available on the right time. I will have to change the reading in that case, or just find another solution. So we're going to, I'm going to give you updates about the readings weekly. So there's no need to purchase a textbook. So previous terms, actually this course, there was a textbook that you were supposed to purchase, and this time because the course is online, and I'm expecting you to rent or buy some of the films. So I didn't put any textbook for this course. I'm going to and I'm using different readings, so that's why I'm actually going to provide you with the link or a PDF copies. So, in terms of the screenings, I'm choosing movies that are available in a free streaming somewhere online, even like at places like Vimeo or YouTube. There are other films that we are working with the library, and I'm asking the library to purchase most of them. Still, you may need to find a way to watch or pay to watch some of the movies, maybe one or two. I think we're going to probably find a free link or free way of seeing the movies for you. So you need to have a password or some way of accessing places like iTunes, Netflix, or Canopy. Canopy is free. And so iTunes, maybe you need to rent or purchase a couple of these movies. No, actually, the students these days they can find a way to watch these movies definitely better than me. If you think that that's a problem, please contact me as soon as possible. So then the weekly structure of the course. So, as I said, the lecture will be delivered asynchronously. So I'm going to record them and put them on YouTube, provide you with the link. So you have to listen to them, but just don't pay attention. Don't just listen to them or watch them mindlessly. You need to spend time to watch them to really get them. Each of them is like about 30 minutes to 50 minutes. And so you're going to watch the lecture materials. You need to watch the movies after watching the lecture materials and the reading and reading the readings to prior to the mandatory Zoom classes on Mondays. By that time, we will discuss all these things. Please come to your classes prepared and participate actively. So these virtual meetings are important because we don't have any other way to have to make it like a real class. Another thing is the idea of film content. So the topic of the course suggests is underground films. So these are films that make the audience uncomfortable, either by the subject matter or the fact that they are abstract, avant-garde films that would make the audience bored. So they're not mainstream films. They are the underground cinema. So if you're taking this course, probably you should know that some of these films have maybe disturbing, violent, or sexual imagery. So if again you believe that that's going to be a problem for you, you need to contact me in advance because that's actually the whole point of this course. How these films reject mainstream and are not easily digestible, how they shock the viewers. In terms of the gradings, I'm going to later on give you further discussions on the essay. But the first thing is the discussion board posts, since this course is going to be delivered online. I think these discussion posts are very important. So, for the discussions, the students are expected to participate in the virtual discussions, and there's a place for each of them. I will be showing the UR courses each week. You need to create one substantive original post, maybe two paragraphs about the screening or any idea, something that you heard in the class discussion, something in the reading. It can sometimes we have like more than one movies, like 5 or 6 short films. You can write your response on just one of them, or comparison of two of them, or just an issue that you find in all of them. It's up to you. Just be original, come up with an interesting topic. Do not summarize films. We all watch these movies together, and we know what the story is about, what they are actually about. So avoid, and this is very important in writing and film studies, avoid summarizing the plot. So come up with a focused topic to discuss, something that actually is provoking discussions because other students are going to respond to your post. So the details are here. You need to post one original discussion post every 4 weeks. So three in total, at least. If you write more, you get extra credit. I'm encouraging you to get to do it because you get feedback and you get better as the course is moving on. And every 2 weeks, you need to respond to someone else's post. So that means 6 responses in total. And that doesn't have to be very substantive, but don't just say something that has no academic value, like, I agree with you. Oh, an interesting post. I really liked the way you approached this movie. Just respond to something, like a question you may ask if you have some sort of disagreement, or you think that there is something in the post that you can expand on. But again, it doesn't have to be substantial. A short paragraph, 2 or 3 sentences is enough for the responses. So I'm going to give you warning, but every 4 weeks, and then at the end there should be 3 posts. That's 30% of your final. The second thing is film analysis. This is at the end. Let's talk actually about the film introductions, like presentations. Um, so I divided you into groups, and so you can see group A, B, C, D, E, and so on. So it's like the first week, people in group A are going to present. The second week, people in group B and C, and so on. For this, you need to record a presentation on a movie that you think fits the topic, something that I didn't choose, not on the screen. If you think that there's a movie that is something that can be examined in relation with the topic and the reading, you're going to just introduce that film. 10 to 15 minutes. It's up to you. What format do you want? Do you want to be just PowerPoints, or you want to add sort of videos? Just it's up to you how to do it. You're not just going to get or earn marks based on how entertaining you are. It's a good thing to be entertaining if you use sort of editing and recording techniques, but it's based on how you analyze the movie in relation to the readings and the topic of the week. So again, in your introduction, do not be like a Wikipedia summary of the movie. Do not again just state what the movie is about or summarize the line of actions in the movie. So again, for the film introduction, not that you need a specific thesis statement or something. It's not an essay. It's a film introduction. You're introducing a film that you think can be examined with the topic. But again, be focused. That's something that I want to emphasize again. Do not summarize the plot. Focus, focus, focus. Independent thought, independent thought, independent thought. After film introduction, that is 20% of your final grade. You need to be also active in online meeting on Mondays. So on Mondays, you have to come prepared and you need to talk. If I see that that's some people are not talking, I may just call you on random, and you need to have talking points ready. to get that 20% of the participation mark in the online meeting. And please come to them prepared. If we don't have get good attendance or dynamic discussions, you know how it's going to be. It's going to become just very painful and very awkward. The last part is the film analysis. Is your final project. It's like a take home. So you're writing one essay on one film of your choice that is not shown in class, or I mean, not a, like if I show clips, that's fine, but not one of the official titles in the syllabus. 30%. That's maybe the most difficult assignment. So do not just try to find a topic in the last week, but also do not just scan the entire syllabus. Sometimes it's not always a good thing to just find something from the week one and just focus on that. Like you see, we have a range of topics in this class, and that might be interesting for you. So you are choosing one movie and you're writing an essay, and your essay and the thesis of your essay should be in relation to one of the topic or more than one. The thesis statement is very important, and again, I don't like summary of the plot at all. Again, how many times I'm going to state this. So I'm going to post ideas about writing in film studies, but at this time, what I would say, just try to find the movie that you want to write about. Do some research. You do not have to bring in secondary sources, but do actually read some secondary materials about the movie. Make yourself familiar with the critical and academic and literature on the movies that you're writing. Although I'm actually encouraging you not to write on something very famous for having a more sort of an original thesis statement. That's important. And when it's something new, actually, it makes me more interested in reading your paper. So that's about these for 30%, 30%, 20%, 20%. Again, if you have any question, please let me know. And in the first actually Zoom meetings, we are going to talk about that. Again, it's 5 and to 6 page. I'm going to give you further guidelines for film analysis. So the overall structure. So each week we're going to talk about different movies and the screenings and readings. Like we have 3 titles for the first week, and I'm changing some of them. And for actually the screenings, look at the UR courses. Sometimes I add a couple of titles, or I decide to change the movie in the last minute if we don't find, actually, if I find a movie that is available online and I think it has a better quality than the one that I originally selected, I might change the screening in the last minute. So pay attention to what is being posted in the UR courses. So we are going to talk about issues such as early avant-garde movements, American experimental films. Animation is very important, indigenous cinema, narrative, horror, cinephilia in Canada, censorship, and then at the end, feminist and queer cinema. And there are interesting information on people who need any sort of accommodations. Again, ideas about academic integrities and academic misconducts, plagiarism. So please take a look at these notes at the end. Okay, so let's move on and let's go back to the UR courses. So each week has its own space on UR courses. So when you get to topic 1, It's September 7. That means we are going to have a class on Monday, September 7. So you need to read these things prior to that. So the first week we are going to talk about the early avant-garde movements. I have three movies. All these three movies are available online. I'm going to give you YouTube links on that week. If you are a cinephile and you want to see a more reliable copy, you can definitely find them in your libraries because they're very famous films, or purchase them because you know that YouTube copies are not very reliable, but we cannot do anything else because we're not having classes. So that's maybe the easier way. I'm providing you a link that is free, but if you have other ways to find these movies and watch them with the better quality versions, it's up to you. That would be great. Readings are posted, like this one, for example, for the week one. The library hasn't got it yet. I ordered it actually 2 weeks ago. So I may have to change this reading or asking you to skip the reading for just this first week. For there's a topic one discussion. So you are going to post your original post here. Actually, if someone is able to do a test, that would be great. Because again, it's my first time using this software. I never taught at Regina. So, but it should work. So is add a new discussion topic and then you add your discussion and you can paste or just attach your post. And then probably there's a space there for responding to other topics. I might have to find a place for your presentations to be submitted directly, or you can send them to me and I submit them there. And one other issue is you can, instead of responding to other people's discussion, you can as well respond to people's presentations and earn marks for that. That would be fine. So it's up to you. You want to respond to other people's discussion posts or their presentations. So here, the PowerPoint, so you go to the week one, you click on the PowerPoint, and here I have the PowerPoint for the first week. So here you go with a PowerPoint, but more important than that is the lecture. The lecture is directing you to the link on YouTube.
Hello and welcome to the first session.
Listen to my lecture. I apologize for my monotone voice and I have accents as you're going to see. But please pay attention to them seriously. It's the most important part of the course in familiarizing you with the main topic and the key terms. So at this point, I think these are the only thing you need for the course. And again, we need to learn how to have a Zoom meeting on Mondays. So again, please let me know if you have any questions, and otherwise I will be seeing you on Monday, September 7th. Thank you.